morning or afternoon, whatever time it is. I hope you're doing well. This is the general collective reading for Capricorn on May the 22nd. Right? So I'm just going to start with probably an oracle card first, and then we're going to go into the tarot. I cleansed everything. Yeah. All right. Let's get to it. It's not. Let me just adjust myself. Okay. I'm actually going to remove my thing. Sometimes I need to be like closer to the ground. I'm a Virgo, so I'm an earth sign as well. And sometimes I just need to be. This is actually my most grounding Galena crystals. I'm going to place her right one here and right here, just because I need the energy. Actually, just Galena. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, sometimes I need to be closer to the earth in order to hear things better. Could potentially be the same situation for you, so, take what's yours, leave the rest behind. All right, let's go. Take a deep breath with me, please. It in. And out. Alright, I'm going to take your first card from the Rune Oracle. You may be tapping into your higher self a lot more these days. Like, I'm feeling very serene, very grounded. It's lovely. I feel a bit soft. Interesting. Alright. Let's see what we have. One moment. I forgot to take my books. This is really interesting too. I've been being called to. I usually don't put so many crystals around myself when I am reading, but I've been called to. So I it feels like you're maybe just being called to like be in nature a little bit more, maybe. Take what's yours, of course. Your first card, Jabo. Meaning, gift. Keyword, gratitude. Associations. This rune relates to feelings of gratitude you have when you are given something, as well as our generosity in giving of ourselves. Image. A young man offers a cup that appears full and abundant. His expression is serene and generous, as well as resolute and dignified. Runic inspiration. Gabo means gift, in the material, emotional, and spiritual sense. Devotion and reward are the two fundamental aspects of this card. We must not be afraid to make the first move and act freely without asking for anything in return. This attitude is actually a sign of inner strength. Suggestions for meditation. Are we capable of giving love? Does our presence enrich group moments and make them more peaceful? Do we tend to absorb energies from others, or do we give them with generosity? Are we a reference point for others? The power of the rune. Jabo helps to open our hearts to the ideals of brotherhood and cooperation. And that was number 7. Number 15, Algiz, meaning elk. Keyword, strength. Association. The card is tied to willpower, a fundamental quality for confronting difficult situations. The rune means elk, an animal that for the Germanic people represented the ability to defend oneself and resist adversity. Image. The man strikes the anvil with his hammer and sharpens his weapon in preparation for battle. Runic inspiration. In this difficult moment, resistance is needed, and the only way to garner this quality is by continuous physical, emotional, and spiritual training. One needs to give one's all at every juncture of one's existence. Indeed, the card speaks of the value of generosity as well. Suggestions for meditation. Do we always give 100% of ourselves, or do we sometimes hold it back, inventing some excuse? Are we capable of self-denial? How much are we willing to sacrifice for others? Algiz, the power of the rune. Algiz is helpful in any situation where patience and diligence are required. Both of them touched on generosity. Evaz, meaning horse. Keyword, action. And this is card number 19. Associations. The card is associated with actions and movement. I also want to explain if any number that I say, if that number associates with you, it may be something that might be connected or may be more likely to resonate with you. I guess just in case if you didn't, because I didn't say that. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Number 19. Image. A winged horse cuts through the sky, while in the foreground a young woman with a sort of third eye stares intently at something and thinks prior to acting. Runic inspiration. To be successful, you have to be very determined. Our potential is great, provided that we know how to value it by following the flow of events with courage, without remaining stationary or intimidated in the face of new challenges that life offers us. Our key task is to find our place in the world. Suggestions for meditation. Do we daydream, or do our dreams embody solid planning? Do we have a tendency to flee our problems, taking refuge in a fantasy world? Power of the rune. Evaz enables us to be more pragmatic and organized. It boosts self-esteem and the ability to give body to our own dreams. it might be like a confidence. Your confidence may need to be heightened. All right. And then we're going to pull from the Animal Totem Tarot. Let's see what we have here. Two of Cups in reverse. Page of Swords. Eight of Cups. Is this Fool? Is this Fool? Is this for Capricorn? No. Okay. Is this for Capricorn? Alright, so we have the Two of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so, and just opened up to the Fool. So some of you could have had a agreement that was agreement between two parties that was full of emotion. You know, could be good emotion, could be bad emotion, but it was full of emotion. There was a lot of love involved, love for the people, places, things. And then there was a lot of heartbreak. And at some point, yeah, there was heartbreak and someone had to leave. I think you had to decide that you needed to leave. Because, and you're having a new beginning. It's pretty straightforward. It feels like, I mean, if you strip away all of the details, it's pretty straightforward, I feel like. But that's the first, something was not satisfactory. It's like there was a lack of balance. And somebody was left out in the cold. Somebody was it's like there's a lack of balance. Somebody was left out in the cold, and then there was also just a lack of belief in yourself. Or belief in the project, belief in the thing. The only thing holding you back was yourself in something. But I don't think it was... It was in your control to an extent, at least. It was in your control. And that's why it was so difficult. I don't know if this is making sense. got a lot of love for the situation. It's like you had a lot to... Ooh. You had a lot to offer, both stability-wise and emotional fulfillment, like financial and emotional fulfillment. But then the foundation crumbled, and you had to be strategic about how you got out. No. No. The tower crumbled because you found out. Fuck around and find out. Because you had a situation where somebody was juggling too much. And they were being sharp-tongued, real bitch. Sorry. Wow, I'm really like cursing a lot more in this one. But you had to leave. Your heart was broken because they were just using so many manipulative words and actions and just being so cold. And they were juggling too much. They were juggling, and everything fell to pieces because you fuck around, you find out. I'm gonna encourage you to really have belief in yourself. I think that, like you do have the strength within you. You really, really do. And I don't know what's going on, but it's you really have the strength in you. You got this. It's gonna be really difficult, but you do have the strength within you. Because there's a new beginning that's happening. You have the sunshine in you. It's like the sun card in reverse. So you have you're just sad right now, probably. It's sad energy. You can have, like, you have that sunshine, but you're not shining as brightly, as you would if things weren't the way they were. And you're being forced into a new beginning. The Fool of the deck. But it's two things. One, look before you leap, but then also remember that beginnings are good. And some it's a fresh start. Fresh starts are good. Not beginnings are good. Fresh starts are good. It's like an opportunity to I think people see starting from scratch a little too negatively a lot of the time. It's an opportunity to start from scratch and take what you know into the future. I'm sorry you're feeling sad. And I hope things, brighten up for you. But I do feel that this new beginning does need to happen. And I think you already know that too. We got this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all, have a as good as possible rest of your day, night, morning, all that jazz. Sending many good energies to you all. And I'll see you next time. Have a cool one.